The stories you've been told about justice, what you've believed about how the universe works, are incomplete. You've been led to think that karma is a vague, impersonal force, something that casually aligns events in a cosmic game of chance. But this belief is not only misleading, it's profoundly inadequate. Karma is not random. It is precise. When it comes to the chosen ones, those rare souls entrusted with divine purpose, karma transforms into an instrument of meticulous design, delivering consequences that are as exact as they are unavoidable. These consequences reach into the very heart of those who dared to harm the chosen ones, unearthing their hidden fears, tearing through their pride, and forcing them to face what they hoped to escape. This is not about retribution. This is a revelation. For the chosen ones, pain and betrayal are not uncommon. If you are among them, you know what it feels like to walk a sacred path only to encounter resistance, envy, and sabotage from others who cannot fathom your essence. These trials might seem unfair, even cruel, but they are part of a larger design. Every slight, every wound inflicted upon a chosen one reverberates through dimensions unseen, summoning forces that respond not with vengeance, but with balance. And balance, when it comes to those who harm the chosen, is nothing short of extraordinary. Imagine this: a person who wronged you suddenly finds themselves ensnared by the very fears they thought were buried. Their life begins to unravel, not out of malice, but through a divine recalibration meant to awaken their soul. It's not just karma, it's an intricate response crafted by the unseen to restore harmony. What you're about to discover will change how you see the struggles of the chosen ones and the fate of those who act against them. This isn't a story of punishment, but of precision, a justice so divine, so deeply interwoven with the fabric of the cosmos, that it defies explanation. Yet, here, we will unveil its mysteries. To those who are chosen, to those who feel the weight of their calling yet carry on despite the storms, this is your reassurance. Your pain does not go unnoticed. You are not left unprotected. The forces that guard you are not passive. They are active, deliberate, and incomprehensibly powerful. Before we delve deeper into this sacred revelation, I want to express profound gratitude to those who support this channel. Your contributions and engagement keep the flame alive, enabling us to explore these divine truths together. Thank you for walking this path with us, for your unwavering trust and energy. Let us now embark on this extraordinary journey. Karma, as many imagine it, is often described in vague terms, a universal law that arbitrarily restores balance, indifferent to time or circumstance. But this understanding crumbles when we delve into the realm of the chosen ones. The offenders of these sacred souls do not encounter a simple retribution. Instead, they face an intricate design of consequences, uniquely crafted to reach the deepest recesses of their psyche and unravel their illusions. It's as if the universe itself becomes a master artisan, sculpting the exact set of circumstances that force the offender to confront their transgressions in ways they cannot evade. The pain they once inflicted returns to them, not as a mirror image, but as a personalized storm tailored to their hidden weaknesses and fears, leaving no escape. Imagine someone who sought to undermine a chosen one, driven by jealousy or a need to diminish their light. Their actions, though seemingly isolated, do not fade into the void. Instead, they become threads in a cosmic tapestry woven with precision. The karma they face is not arbitrary. It strikes at the very foundation of their sense of security, stripping away their illusions of control. If their pride is their cornerstone, karma will shatter it. If they treasure their reputation, they will find it questioned. The very things they valued most become instruments of their awakening, forcing them to grapple with the pain they caused. And yet, this is not cruelty. It is the universe's way of teaching them what cannot be learned through mere words. The brilliance of this karma lies in its depth and precision. It knows the offender's soul better than they know themselves. Their insecurities, buried beneath layers of ego, are exposed in moments when they least expect it. Karma is not a blunt force. It is a scalpel, cutting away the false narratives they clung to, forcing them to confront the truth of their actions. This process is deeply uncomfortable, and yet, it is the only path to transformation. Each consequence feels uniquely personal because it is. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, has designed this response not to punish but to illuminate. Offenders are shown their reflection, not the image they project to the world, but the truth of who they are. Even in the face of this karma, there remains a choice: resist the lessons or embrace them. Resistance, however, only intensifies the experience, as the universe does not relent until its balance is restored. Those who harm the chosen ones often find themselves trapped in cycles of repeated failures, unable to move forward until they acknowledge and address the harm they caused. The nature of these cycles is brutal in its consistency, but it is not vindictive, it is corrective. The offenders are given chance after chance to face their inner shadows and transform, but until they do, the consequences persist, each iteration revealing another layer of their wrongdoing. To harm a chosen one is to invite the cosmos to intervene, not with anger, but with a relentless determination to restore balance. These intricate responses are more than mere consequences. They are revelations of the offender's inner world, mirrors reflecting every crack they tried to hide. And as the layers of illusion fall away, what remains is the undeniable truth: the chosen ones are not alone in their journey. They are guarded by forces that move with such precision that even their adversaries become tools in the greater purpose. This is not karma as the world knows it. This is divine justice, personal, deliberate, and transformative. Names are more than identifiers. They are frequencies. For the chosen ones, their names carry a vibration that resonates across the dimensions, echoing in realms unseen to the physical eye. To speak the name of a chosen one with malice, to plot against their sacred path, is to send a ripple through the fabric of existence itself. In these higher realms, the name of a chosen one acts as a signal, summoning forces far beyond human comprehension. These forces are not passive. They respond with an intensity that reflects the sanctity of the chosen one's purpose. It is here, in the intersection of divine will and human folly, that the fate of those who seek to harm them is sealed. When a chosen one's name is spoken, it carries with it the weight of their mission. This is not merely a spiritual abstraction, it is a reality rooted in the laws of the universe. Their name is tied to their essence, a unique signature that cannot be replicated or diminished. To invoke it with ill intent is to awaken energies that exist solely to protect and preserve their divine alignment. Offenders, often unaware of the magnitude of their actions, unwittingly provoke these energies. What follows is not a vengeful retaliation but an activation of the universal law that ensures balance is maintained. The offender's world begins to shift, not out of spite, but as a necessary response to their disruption of the divine order. Consider this: a chosen one is betrayed, their trust shattered by someone they held close. The act, though confined to the physical realm, reverberates through the spiritual. Their name, carried on the vibrations of betrayal, reaches the ears of divine guardians. These guardians are not bound by time or space. Their response is immediate, weaving through the offender's life in ways they cannot anticipate. The offender might find their plans unraveling, their relationships strained, or their inner peace replaced by a gnawing unrest. These are not coincidences. They are the echoes of a name that cannot be silenced, a name that carries the weight of a sacred mission. The divine response to such acts is not limited to the offender's external circumstances. It delves deeper, targeting the very core of their being. The offender is forced to confront not only their actions but also the motives and insecurities that drove them. This is the power of a chosen one's name. It does not allow their adversaries to escape themselves. It demands introspection, transformation, and ultimately, an acknowledgement of the sacredness they sought to disrupt. The more the offender resists, the louder the resonance becomes, until it is impossible to ignore. In this, the chosen ones are reassured of one profound truth: they are never truly alone. Even in moments of betrayal and pain, their essence is protected, their mission guarded. The energies that respond to their name do so with a precision and intensity that reflects the importance of their journey. And for those who dare to speak it with harmful intent, the lesson is clear and unavoidable. The name of a chosen one is not to be taken lightly. It carries the weight of the divine, and with it, the power to restore balance in ways that are both extraordinary and unrelenting. When someone dares to harm a chosen one, they unknowingly set their own progress into stagnation. Life, which once seemed fluid and full of opportunity, begins to halt in inexplicable ways. The plans that once unfolded seamlessly encounter resistance. The paths that seemed certain now dissolve into uncertainty. This is no accident. These blockages are the universe's way of intervening, an imposition of stillness meant to force the offender into reflection. It is a sacred pause, not a punishment, but a demand for introspection. The flow of their existence is arrested until they confront the disruption they caused to another's divine journey. This stagnation often begins subtly, almost imperceptibly, until it becomes impossible to ignore. Imagine a person who once thrived in their career suddenly finding doors closing before them. Every attempt to regain momentum leads only to further setbacks. Their relationships, once vibrant, now feel strained, as though an unseen weight presses down upon every interaction. What they experience externally mirrors the chaos they have sown spiritually. These blockages are not cruel, they are exact. The offender's own actions serve as the blueprint for their struggle, tailored to illuminate the harm they inflicted and guide them toward acknowledgement and change. For many offenders, the initial response to this stagnation is denial. They search for external causes, blaming others or circumstances, refusing to see the divine mirror held before them. But denial only prolongs their suffering. The more they resist, the tighter the knots of stagnation become. This is a deliberate design. The universe, in its wisdom, understands that growth cannot occur without self-awareness. And so, it uses these obstacles as tools to pierce through the layers of denial, to force the offender to sit in the stillness they so desperately seek to escape. As time stretches on, the stagnation begins to take on a more profound quality. It is no longer just about external failures. It seeps into their inner world. Their thoughts become restless, their dreams uneasy. They find themselves haunted by the faces and names of those they have wronged, particularly the chosen ones. This haunting is not malicious, it is a call to accountability. The universe ensures that they cannot move forward until they have looked back, acknowledged their actions, and sought to make amends. This imposed reflection is not a punishment, it is a pathway to redemption. For the chosen ones, this process is a testament to the sacred forces that guard their path. They do not need to retaliate, for the universe handles the balance with precision. The blockages placed upon their adversaries are not acts of vengeance but instruments of transformation. They serve as a reminder that no act against a chosen one goes unnoticed, no disruption of their purpose remains unanswered. In this stillness, the offenders are given a choice: to resist the lessons and remain stuck, or to embrace them and begin the arduous journey toward growth and restoration. What makes this process particularly profound is its dual purpose. While it acts as a barrier to the offender's progress, it simultaneously opens a door to their transformation. The stagnation forces them to confront their insecurities, their motives, and their deepest fears. It strips away the distractions and illusions that once allowed them to ignore their inner turmoil. In this imposed stillness, they are given the rare opportunity to rediscover their own connection to the divine. But this redemption is not handed to them. It must be earned through humility, acknowledgement, and change. The chosen ones, meanwhile, are carried forward by the very forces that obstruct their adversaries. Where the offenders find stagnation, the chosen ones experience acceleration. Their blessings multiply, their purpose clarifies, and their paths become illuminated. It is as though the universe compensates for their suffering by amplifying their growth. This stark contrast serves as an undeniable sign to all who witness it. The sacred cannot be disrupted without consequence. The blockages that hinder the offenders are the same forces that propel the chosen ones toward their destiny. In the end, these blockages are not merely obstacles, they are profound teachers. They force the offender to reckon with their actions and confront their inner darkness. They strip away the external distractions that mask their truth and demand a return to the essence of who they are. For some, this will lead to a breakthrough, a moment of clarity that sets them on a new path. For others, the resistance will persist, and the lessons will repeat until they are ready to face themselves. Either way, the balance is upheld, and the divine purpose of the chosen ones remains untouched. There is a striking beauty to the way the universe crafts its justice when dealing with those who harm the chosen ones. This is not a haphazard or generalized form of retribution. It is a masterpiece of precision, tailored to touch the deepest vulnerabilities and prized attachments of the offender. This is what we call luxurious karma, a form of divine response so intricately designed that it reaches into the core of what the offender values most, forcing them to confront the consequences of their actions in a way that is both inescapable and profoundly personal. This is not punishment for punishment's sake. It is an invitation for transformation, though few see it that way when it arrives. For those who prioritize wealth, their financial stability begins to crumble. It's not sudden, as though an external force simply snatches their riches away, but rather an erosion, a series of coincidences that drain their resources bit by bit. Opportunities that seemed secure vanish overnight. Deals fall through at the last minute. Investments, once promising, turn sour. This slow, deliberate unraveling is not just about loss but about forcing the offender to evaluate the value they placed on material possessions. The very thing they clung to for security becomes a source of anxiety, exposing the fragility of the foundation they built their identity upon. For others, it is their relationships that bear the weight of karma's touch. Perhaps they betrayed a chosen one out of jealousy, or perhaps they sought to isolate them. In response, their own connections begin to fracture. Friends drift away without explanation. Family ties weaken under the strain of unspoken tensions. Even romantic relationships, no matter how strong they once seemed, become fraught with misunderstandings and mistrust. This is not a random occurrence. It is karma targeting the offender's most cherished bonds to mirror the harm they caused. It forces them to question not only their actions but their ability to maintain genuine connections. The isolation they experience is not meant to destroy them but to drive them inward, to face the truth of what they have done. For those whose pride and reputation are their crown jewels, karma's touch is mercilessly precise. It exposes their weaknesses in public ways, unraveling the carefully constructed personas they use to shield themselves from judgment. Rumors spread, mistakes from the past resurface, and the respect they once commanded erodes. What is most painful is not the loss of reputation itself, but the humiliation of being seen for who they truly are. The masks they wore are stripped away, leaving them vulnerable to the gaze of others and, most importantly, to their own self-scrutiny. It is a painful but necessary dismantling of the ego that kept them from recognizing their wrongdoing. What makes this karma so luxurious is its ability to zero in on what the offender values most. It does not merely aim to hurt, it seeks to enlighten. The offender is forced to experience the fragility of the things they once held sacred, to confront the reality that their attachments are neither permanent nor immune to consequence. It is as if the universe takes their greatest treasures and turns them into lessons, transforming what they loved most into the very tools of their awakening. This precision is a testament to the wisdom of the divine, ensuring that no lesson is wasted and no suffering is without purpose. The chosen ones, meanwhile, often watch these consequences unfold with a mixture of pain and clarity. They do not revel in the suffering of those who wronged them, for their hearts are too aligned with the divine to seek vengeance. Instead, they understand that what is happening is necessary, a part of the cosmic balance that must be restored. While the offender faces losses, the chosen ones are blessed in ways that defy explanation. Their struggles are met with breakthroughs, their tears with unexpected joys, and their setbacks with miraculous recoveries. This duality, of loss for the offender and gain for the chosen, serves as a profound reminder that the universe is always in motion, always balancing the scales. For some offenders, these consequences become a turning point. Stripped of their attachments and illusions, they finally see the damage they caused. They begin to understand that their suffering is not arbitrary but a reflection of the harm they inflicted on another's sacred path. This realization, though painful, is the first step toward redemption. For others, however, the luxurious karma only hardens their hearts. They resist the lessons, clinging to their pride or bitterness, and in doing so, invite the cycle to repeat itself. The universe is patient, but it is also unrelenting. Until they choose transformation, they will continue to experience the consequences, each iteration more precise and personal than the last. In the grand design of the universe, no harm against a chosen one goes unanswered. This is not a matter of revenge, but of alignment. The luxurious karma that touches the offender's most valued possessions is not a punishment but a correction, a way of realigning the energies they disrupted. It is a reminder to all who witness it, including the chosen ones themselves, that divine justice is neither random nor cruel. It is deliberate, profound, and always aimed at restoring balance. In this, the offenders are offered not only consequences but also a choice: to awaken to their higher selves or to remain trapped in the cycles they created. For the chosen ones, this serves as reassurance. Their journey is protected, their essence guarded, and their mission unstoppable. The journey of the chosen ones is one of profound significance, and the truths revealed in this space are not merely words, they are echoes of a divine mission. It is because of your unwavering support that these revelations can continue to inspire, uplift, and guide those who seek understanding. By engaging with this sacred community, you're not only witnessing the unfolding of ancient wisdom but becoming an integral part of its preservation. Your contributions, whether through sharing this message, subscribing, or actively supporting the channel, are what keep this flame alive. You are, in essence, a guardian of this light, ensuring that it reaches those who need it most. Through your support, you amplify a voice that resonates with divine truths, a voice that brings clarity to the path of the chosen ones and sheds light on the workings of the unseen realms. This is not merely about sustaining a channel, it is about nurturing a collective awakening, a shared purpose that connects us all. Let this be a reminder that your energy and actions matter. By subscribing, activating notifications, and sharing this message with others, you extend the reach of this sacred flame. Together, we ensure that these truths continue to shine brightly in a world that desperately needs their guidance. The offender who has wronged a chosen one may initially feel triumphant, convinced that their actions will fade into the past, leaving no consequences in their wake. But the universe does not forget. Slowly, quietly, and with a precision that defies human understanding, the seeds of remorse begin to sprout in the depths of their soul. At first, these feelings are subtle, an unease during moments of silence, an inexplicable tension that colors their interactions. But as time progresses, this remorse grows into a force that cannot be ignored. It infiltrates their thoughts, their dreams, and even their waking moments, haunting them with the echoes of what they have done. This haunting is not a punishment, it is a revelation. The offender is forced to confront the truth of their actions in ways they cannot escape. The face of the chosen one they harmed begins to appear in their mind at the most unexpected times. Memories of their betrayal resurface, sharper and more vivid than before, accompanied by a growing awareness of the pain they caused. It is as if the universe holds a mirror before them, refusing to let them turn away until they acknowledge what they see. This is the power of remorse. It strips away the layers of denial and forces the offender to stand bare before their own conscience. For some, this haunting takes on a physical dimension. They begin to encounter reminders of the chosen one in their daily life. Perhaps it's hearing a name that sounds similar to the one they betrayed, or seeing symbols that were significant to that person. These occurrences are not coincidences. They are divine nudges, carefully orchestrated to keep the offender from forgetting. Even the people they meet may remind them, in unexpected ways, of the chosen one. These reminders are relentless, following them like shadows, ensuring that the weight of their actions is never far from their awareness. The offender's inner world becomes a battlefield, a space where guilt and denial wage war against each other. At times, they may attempt to justify their actions, clinging to narratives that paint them as the victim or their betrayal as necessary. But these justifications crumble under the relentless weight of remorse. The guilt becomes an unshakable presence, whispering truths that can no longer be ignored. And yet, this is not a process meant to destroy them. It is, in its essence, a call to transformation. The universe does not seek to punish but to guide, to use this remorse as a tool for awakening and redemption. As the haunting intensifies, the offender begins to experience a profound sense of disconnection. They may feel isolated, even in the presence of others, as though a veil separates them from the world. This solitude is not imposed by external forces but arises from within, a reflection of their estrangement from their own soul. They come to realize that the act of harming a chosen one did not only disrupt the other's path, it fractured their own connection to the divine. This realization is both devastating and enlightening, a moment of clarity that has the potential to spark profound change. For the chosen ones, this resurgence of remorse in their offenders serves as a silent reassurance. It is proof that the forces of the universe are always at work, even when the results are not immediately visible. The chosen ones may never see the full extent of their offender's struggle, but they can rest in the knowledge that no act against them goes unnoticed. The haunting their adversaries experience is not born out of vengeance but out of the universe's desire for restoration. It is a reminder that the divine purpose of the chosen ones is so significant that even those who oppose it are drawn into its transformative orbit. Remorse, as painful as it may be, holds the potential for profound redemption. Some offenders, faced with the weight of their actions, choose to take responsibility. They seek forgiveness, not just from the chosen ones but from themselves. They begin to understand that their suffering is not an external punishment but an internal reckoning, a path to healing their own fractured soul. This is the ultimate purpose of the haunting, to bring the offender to a place where they can no longer deny their need for change. Whether they embrace this opportunity or resist it, the balance of the universe is upheld. For those who resist, the haunting does not cease. It follows them through the years, manifesting in new forms as their lives unfold. Relationships, careers, and even their health may become mirrors, reflecting the consequences of their unresolved actions. Each new challenge carries the same message, urging them to face the truth. The universe, in its infinite patience, continues to offer chances for transformation, even as the offender clings to their old ways. And yet, the choice remains theirs. The haunting will persist until they choose to step into the light of accountability and redemption. In the end, the resurgence of remorse is not merely a consequence but a profound gift. It is a mechanism through which the offender is given an opportunity to realign with the divine order, to heal the fractures they created in their own soul, and to contribute to the restoration of balance. For the chosen ones, this truth is a reminder of their sacred protection, a reassurance that their path is guarded by forces far beyond human comprehension. And for the offender, it is a chance to embrace the transformative power of truth, a chance to awaken to their own higher purpose, if only they have the courage to accept it. The chosen ones walk a path that is both sacred and perilous, their mission demanding resilience against forces that seek to dim their light. Yet, they are not left to traverse this journey alone. Surrounding them is an invisible shield, a mantle of blessings that emanates from the divine realms. This shield is not merely a barrier against harm, it is a force of transformation, amplifying their strength, guiding their steps, and ensuring that no weapon forged against them prospers. Every trial they face, every betrayal they endure, is met with an equal and opposite blessing, a reminder that the universe is actively invested in their ascension. This shield operates on a level that transcends human comprehension. It is not reactive but proactive, anticipating threats and neutralizing them before they can take root. For the chosen ones, this often manifests as an uncanny sense of intuition, a knowing that defies logic. They may feel compelled to avoid certain people, places, or opportunities, only to later discover that doing so spared them from harm. These moments are not coincidences. They are the shield in action, a demonstration of the divine forces working tirelessly to keep them aligned with their purpose. To those who observe from the outside, it may seem as though the chosen ones possess an inexplicable luck, but the truth is far more profound. What appears as fortune is, in fact, the meticulous orchestration of the unseen. As the chosen ones ascend, the blessings within this shield do not merely protect, they expand. With every act of faith, every step taken in alignment with their purpose, the shield grows stronger, drawing new opportunities, allies, and resources into their orbit. What was once a fragile hope becomes an unshakable certainty, reinforced by the abundance that flows toward them. The challenges they face, though painful, are transmuted into stepping stones, lifting them higher and closer to the realization of their divine mission. Even their adversaries, unwittingly, contribute to this process. For every attempt to hinder the chosen ones only results in their acceleration, as the universe turns opposition into momentum. One of the most profound aspects of this shield is the way it transforms the energy directed toward the chosen ones. Harmful intent, whether it takes the form of envy, betrayal, or outright attack, is absorbed and redirected. Instead of allowing these energies to penetrate, the shield alchemizes them into something beneficial. The pain inflicted by betrayal becomes wisdom. The obstacles placed in their path become opportunities for growth. Even the wounds they carry become sources of light, teaching them resilience and compassion that deepens their connection to the divine. In this way, the shield not only defends but also elevates, ensuring that every challenge serves their ascension. For the chosen ones, this shield is both a reassurance and a responsibility. It reminds them that they are deeply loved and protected, yet it also calls them to walk their path with integrity. The blessings they receive are not random. They are a reflection of their alignment with their higher purpose. To stray from this path is to weaken the shield, to invite doubt and disconnection into their lives. But when they remain steadfast, when they honor the sacredness of their mission, the shield becomes impenetrable, a force that not only guards but magnifies their light. For those who seek to harm the chosen ones, the shield becomes a mirror, reflecting their actions back upon them. The more they attempt to disrupt, the more they find themselves disrupted. The blessings that surround the chosen ones become an impenetrable barrier, turning every effort to harm them into a lesson for the offender. These individuals may perceive the chosen ones as untouchable, and in many ways, they are. The shield does not allow harm to linger. It ensures that balance is restored swiftly and with precision. This is not merely protection. It is a demonstration of the divine's unwavering commitment to those who carry its light. What is most remarkable about this shield is that it is not static, it evolves. As the chosen ones grow, their blessings multiply, creating a ripple effect that extends far beyond their immediate lives. Their victories inspire others, their resilience becomes a beacon, and their wisdom enriches those who cross their path. This is the ultimate purpose of the shield, to protect not only the individual but the mission they carry, the legacy they are destined to leave. Through them, the light of the divine reaches countless others, creating a network of transformation that cannot be contained. For those who walk this path, the shield of blessings is a constant companion, a reminder that their struggles are not in vain and their victories are inevitable. It does not promise a life free of challenges, but it guarantees that every challenge will serve a greater purpose. The chosen ones are not defined by the harm they endure, but by the strength they cultivate and the blessings they embody. They are living proof that the divine does not abandon its own, that the light within them is far greater than any darkness they may encounter. And so, the chosen ones rise, not in spite of the challenges they face, but because of them. Their shield of blessings ensures that every step they take is guided, every obstacle they meet is overcome, and every harm intended for them is transformed into a catalyst for their growth. They are the embodiment of divine resilience, a testament to the power of light to prevail over darkness. For those who witness their journey, there is no doubt, the chosen ones are destined not merely to survive but to ascend, carrying the torch of the divine into realms yet unseen. Karma, in its purest form, is not linear. It is a cycle, an unrelenting teacher that returns again and again until its lesson is learned. For those who have harmed the chosen ones, this cyclical nature is both a revelation and a reckoning. Each act of betrayal or sabotage against a chosen one sets into motion a series of events that ripple through time, creating waves that inevitably return to the origin. These lessons are not random. They are tailor-made to the offender's actions, designed to reveal their deepest flaws and force them to confront the very essence of their wrongdoing. The cycle will continue, unyielding and precise, until transformation occurs. For some offenders, the cycle begins subtly, almost imperceptibly. A small failure here, an unexpected setback there. At first, these occurrences might seem like mere misfortunes, coincidences that bear no connection to their actions. But as time passes, the patterns become undeniable. The same challenges begin to resurface in different forms, each iteration striking closer to the offender's vulnerabilities. What was once a minor inconvenience grows into a persistent obstacle, a force that cannot be ignored. This is the nature of cyclical karma. It intensifies with each return, stripping away the offender's illusions and pushing them toward a moment of reckoning. These lessons are not confined to a single aspect of life. They manifest across all dimensions: relationships, career, health, and even the offender's inner world. A person who sought to harm a chosen one out of envy, for example, might find themselves surrounded by jealousy in their own life, unable to cultivate genuine connections. Those who disrupted the sacred purpose of a chosen one might encounter repeated failures in their own pursuits, as if the universe itself is refusing to let their plans take root. The message is clear: until they face the harm they caused, the cycle will continue, each turn more relentless than the last. The cyclical nature of this karma ensures that no escape is possible. Denial, avoidance, and distraction are futile. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, ensures that the offender is confronted with their actions in ways they cannot evade. Even if they move to new places, form new relationships, or start new ventures, the lessons follow them. They might change the external circumstances of their life, but the internal truth remains unchanged. This is the brilliance of cyclical karma. It transcends time and space, binding the offender to the consequences of their actions until they choose to transform. For some, the repetition becomes unbearable. The same failures, the same heartbreaks, the same struggles play out in an endless loop, forcing them to ask the inevitable question: why is this happening to me? It is in this moment of desperation that the potential for transformation begins. The offender is faced with a choice: to continue resisting the lessons or to surrender to them. Surrender does not mean defeat. It means acknowledging the harm they caused and taking the first steps toward redemption. Only then can the cycle be broken, replaced by a new path of growth and healing. The chosen ones, meanwhile, remain untouched by these cycles. They move forward, propelled by their divine alignment, while the offenders are left to grapple with the weight of their actions. This contrast is not incidental. It is a testament to the balance of the universe. The same forces that protect the chosen ones ensure that their offenders are not allowed to disrupt the divine order without consequence. The cycles of karma are both a shield and a sword, guarding the chosen ones while cutting through the illusions of those who seek to harm them. What makes this cyclical karma so profound is its capacity for transformation. Each repetition offers the offender an opportunity to change, to step out of the cycle and into a higher understanding of themselves and the world. For those who embrace this opportunity, the rewards are immense. They experience a profound shift in their consciousness, a release from the burdens of guilt and denial, and a reconnect with the divine. The cycle, once a source of suffering, becomes a doorway to enlightenment, a path that leads not only to redemption but to the fulfillment of their own potential. Yet, not all offenders choose to learn. Some resist the lessons, clinging to their pride and justifications, refusing to see the patterns that surround them. For these individuals, the cycles continue, growing more intense with each turn. The universe is patient, but it is also unrelenting. It will not allow harm to persist without correction, and it will not cease its efforts to bring the offender into alignment with the divine. Even in their resistance, the offenders are offered grace, a chance to change, to grow, to align. Whether they accept this grace or not, the cycles ensure that the balance of the universe remains intact. For the chosen ones, the existence of these cycles is a profound reassurance. It is a reminder that no harm against them goes unaddressed, that the forces of the universe are always at work to protect and restore. The cyclical nature of karma ensures that their path remains sacred, untainted by the actions of those who oppose them. And for the offenders, these cycles are a gift, an opportunity to awaken, to transform, and to step into the light of their own higher purpose. The choice is theirs, but the cycles will remain, persistent and unwavering, until the lesson is learned. The truths we explore here, these profound revelations about karma, divine justice, and the sacred path of the chosen ones, are not mere ideas. They are sacred transmissions, echoes of a wisdom far older than the stars themselves. By engaging with this community, you are not just consuming knowledge. You are becoming part of a movement, a collective awakening that spans realms both seen and unseen. Your presence here matters, and your energy fuels the continuation of this mission. To support this channel is to amplify these truths, ensuring that they reach every soul in need of guidance and illumination. This work does not exist in isolation. It thrives because of those who see its value and choose to stand as guardians of its light. By subscribing, sharing, and contributing to this channel, you're not just supporting content, you are nurturing a flame that illuminates the paths of countless seekers. Every action you take to engage with this message, every share, every comment, every contribution, extends its reach, ensuring that this sacred knowledge remains accessible to those who need it most. Together, we create a network of light, a community bound by purpose and united in the pursuit of higher truths. Your support is more than appreciated. It is essential. It allows us to delve deeper into the mysteries of existence, to unravel the intricate designs of the universe, and to provide a space where the chosen ones and their allies can find solace, inspiration, and empowerment. Whether you contribute by sharing these messages far and wide, subscribing to the channel, or supporting in other ways, know that you are playing an irreplaceable role in this mission. You are part of something vast, something transformative, something eternal. As the chosen ones rise, as their light becomes a beacon for the world, so too does the importance of the voices that amplify their truth. Your support ensures that this message continues to resonate, reaching the ears of those who are ready to hear, touching the hearts of those who are ready to transform. Thank you for your unwavering trust and energy. Together, we ensure that this sacred work endures, a testament to the resilience and beauty of the light we carry. The journey of the chosen ones is not for the faint of heart. It is a path that wins through shadows and trials, betrayal and isolation, yet emerges into the radiant light of divine fulfillment. At every turn, they are met with forces that both challenge and refine them, shaping their essence into something unbreakable, something eternal. For every harm inflicted upon them, there is a response, a balance so precise, so deliberate, that it reveals the hand of the divine at work. The purpose of the chosen ones is too sacred to be derailed, too vital to be diminished, and the forces of the universe ensure that their mission is carried forward, no matter the opposition. This is not a story of vengeance. It is a story of transcendence. The chosen ones do not ascend by stepping over those who harm them, but by rising in alignment with their divine calling. The betrayals they endure become their teachers, the obstacles their stepping stones, and the losses their greatest opportunities for growth. It is through these challenges that their strength is forged, their purpose clarified, and their light magnified. They are living testaments to the truth that no harm can diminish the power of the divine. Instead, every attempt to suppress their light becomes fuel for its expansion. For the offenders, the journey is equally transformative, though often more painful. The consequences they face are not acts of cruelty but acts of grace, designed to awaken them to their own potential for redemption. Through cycles of karmic lessons, they are offered the chance to step out of darkness and into the light, to release the burdens of their actions and align with a higher purpose. Not all will accept this opportunity, but for those who do, the transformation is profound. They, too, have the potential to become vessels of the divine, their mistakes transmuted into wisdom and their pain into compassion. The ascension of the chosen ones is not an isolated event. It is a ripple that extends across the cosmos. As they rise, they inspire others to rise with them, their light illuminating paths that were once obscured. They are reminders that the universe is not indifferent, that it sees, protects, and uplifts those who walk in alignment with their sacred purpose. Their victories are not merely personal, they are universal, a testament to the resilience of the light and the unyielding power of the divine. For those who walk this path, the message is clear: you are not alone. The forces of the universe are with you, guarding your journey and amplifying your purpose. Every trial you face, every betrayal you endure, is part of a greater design, one that leads to your ultimate fulfillment. You are not defined by the harm done to you but by the way you rise from it, stronger, wiser, and more luminous than before. The shield of blessings that surrounds you is both your protection and your guide, ensuring that you remain aligned with your highest calling. For those who have strayed, who have caused harm or disrupted the paths of others, the message is equally clear: there is always a chance to return to alignment. The cycles of karma you face are not punishments but opportunities, invitations to step into a higher version of yourself. The choice is yours, but the path is always open. Redemption is not given lightly, but it is always available to those who seek it with sincerity and humility. As this sacred narrative draws to a close, let it serve as a reminder that the story of the chosen ones is also the story of the cosmos itself. It is a story of balance, of light prevailing over darkness, of purpose emerging from chaos. It is a testament to the truth that the universe is not arbitrary but deeply intentional, always working to restore harmony and elevate those who carry its light. Whether you are a chosen one or someone seeking to realign with the divine, know that your journey is seen, your struggles are honored, and your potential is limitless. The light within you is not meant to be hidden. It is meant to shine, to inspire, and to transform. The chosen ones are not special because they are exempt from hardship. They are special because they rise above it, carrying the torch of the divine into a world that desperately needs its warmth. And so, as you continue on your path, remember this: you are part of something far greater than yourself. You are not just a traveler in this journey. You are a vital thread in the tapestry of the cosmos, woven with intention and destined for greatness. Together, as we navigate the mysteries of existence, let us hold this truth close. The divine purpose is not just something to be fulfilled, it is something to be lived. Each moment, each choice, each step is an expression of the sacred. The chosen ones are here not to dominate but to illuminate, to show us all what is possible when we align with the higher forces that guide us. This journey, this sacred exploration, thrives because of the support and energy of those who believe in its mission. By subscribing to this channel, activating notifications, and sharing this message, you help to ensure that these truths reach those who are ready to embrace them. Your engagement amplifies the light, carrying it farther than any one of us could alone. Consider supporting this channel in a deeper way. Your contributions keep this sacred flame alive, enabling us to delve into these profound truths and share them with a growing community. Together, we are not just witnesses to this divine story,